Alright, the purpose of this video is to show you how to take your guided writing questions and put them into your essay. We're going to start by opening two documents here. One document is going to be your guided writing questions, which are here. If you did them in Word, just pull up the Word document. If you did them in Canvas, just cut and paste them into Word. So you have one Word document with your questions on it. And then your next Word document is going to be the template. And the template is found in this week's lesson. This is a template that you can use for all your papers. It's set up as MLA style. So let's begin by putting in your name. Oops. And the professor's name. And the course number. And the date. Alright, now what we've got here is we've got the sections of your paper, which will include the title, the intro, definition, history, etc. So we're going to start with the title, and that's a short summary of your topic. Try to make it a little bit, more than just poaching. Give me a few words there. And the next thing we're going to do is take this entire sections here, and we're going to pick a headline style. Your headline styles are up here. I kind of like this one. I'm going to put this one here. And then I don't want it to be quite so big, so I'm going to go down to 14. I'm going to go to bold. Alright, so now I've sort of got my setup. We're not going to worry about the introduction yet. But this very next section here is your definition. So fill that in. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to open up your document, and the definition is the very first question. So take all your definition information, copy, go back into the template, and paste. Now paste it here where it says keep text only. That will not bring in any formatting. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing for historical background. You go back into your paper. And the history is not the next question. The history is like 3 questions down. Discuss how this problem began. So take that whole information that is discussing the history of the problem. Copy. Paste. Alright, effects and importance. There's 2 questions that cover effects and importance. So let's go look for them. In what ways has the problem affected the environment? So we're going to take this section here. I think that's question number 2. And there's one more question that relates to that. And this is the very next question. Explain why the destruction will harm the ecosystem. So we're going to copy that. Now my conclusion is the very last question. So you go to your last question here. Talks about the future. Number of words, there we go. Okay, so now basically I've got the answers to my questions. I've got a good start here. Let's work on the formatting just a bit. We're going to take all of your copy. This needs to be double spaced. MLA requires double spacing. So go down here to line spacing and hit double. Notice that we're justified right here on the left-hand margin. And I'm going to go down one here, and then we're going to indent each paragraph. And then I'm going to check my font. I can keep it at the same font, but I'm going to go up to at least a 12 point. Okay, so I'm going to do that for all of these. Double space, change my font, up one, over here, double space, check out my paragraphs. Now see, that looks funny, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this whole section and bring it down. There we go. I'm going to bring it up a tad. There we go. And I'm going to take this, go in. Alrighty. Effects and importance, same thing. Double space it. Go okay. Go up one. And finally my conclusion. Alright, now I've got basically my content in here. Now, if you actually have done a good job on your questions, and you've actually got your research into the questions, and you've got your signal phrases, you're in really good shape right now. I've got 617 words, which is about what I need. I'm going to go in here and write my introduction. Now, the introduction is a brief 2 or 3 sentences that are going to lead into your topic and ending with your thesis statement. So we'll work on getting an introduction that's really catchy and catches the reader's attention as we go through and work on these papers. But for right now, just throw in, give me some background information. Alright, so I have 2 or 3 sentences just talking a little bit about background information, why they're important. Now I'm going to get into my thesis statement, okay? something to this effect, all right? You want to mention 3 things that are coming up in this paper, which are the definition of the terms, the history, the causes and the effects, and the importance, okay? So something like, in order to understand this problem, certain terms need to be defined, the causes and effects mentioned, which would be the historical background, the importance of the topic examined. Something like that. That's your thesis. So now we're going to take this, do the same thing, make it double spaced, make it 12, and we're good to go. So basically I've got the main parts of my paper. You want to go through and check your spacing. This is not your final copy. This is a draft. Now you're going to have to go through this, and you're going to have to create your works cited page. That's going to be a list of all the works that you cited in your paper. So my suggestion for this is to go through, and again, if you've done a good job on your guided writing, this shouldn't be too hard. My first one here is Noah. So I need to find my information from Noah, and that's going to be one thing on my works cited page. So what I would do as you go through this, just to make sure you don't miss anything, is highlight it. All right, so I got this according to Noah. And now here I've got what are coral reefs. So I'm going to need to take this and make sure I can find all my information on that. I've got another one here called coral, so I would take that, paste it down there. I've already mentioned Noah, so I don't need to write that one again. Corals and their coral reefs, that one's, I don't think I've used that one yet. Reefs at risk. So in essence, I'm going to go through and get every single thing that I've got either cited with a parenthetical citation or in-text citation, or cited with a signal phrase, and they're going to go on my works cited page. So I will show you an example of the completed works cited page for this in a separate video. But basically, this is the point of doing the research in terms of questions. So you've got your questions answered, and now you just put them into this format, and you basically got a good draft of your paper to work on. Thank you.